Once again, we're in trouble. The Cayman Islands and Jamaica first. We're in trouble with Beryl. A very difficult season for us when we understand that places like the Lesser Antilles have been damaged very badly. So it's on to us, the two islands. But Jamaica is a lion. And if Jamaica is a lion and Jamaica will devour you, then Cayman Islands is a cub. And we're right behind them. If we're struck, we're going to rebound bigger and better than ever before. So this morning, we're going to take it to a few of our beaches. We have had the experience of knowing what's going to happen, you know, on our southern coast. So we're going to take it to a few beaches to show you what's there and what will happen in the future. So stay tuned and trust you will enjoy this presentation from the Cayman Islands, of course. This is our first stop. The top of this structure will definitely go. But right now it's calm, but it's going to get worse. We're expecting 12, 13 feet surge. Signs around. These just might stir up. We're hoping that they will. But of course there's no tourists around. Of course, there's a cemetery on the beach. Very unusual for tourists to see this. But we Caymanians don't build on the beach. We build across from the beach. We try to do that. Of course, here's a beach. It serves a couple of purposes. I'll tell you about it closer to the beach. Okay, the purpose this place serves at the moment. Personally, I used to come here and swim one time, but it serves now as a pier. Whenever the sea is rough in Georgetown, very rough, then the cruise ship would come out here and dock and process. So I don't think we can swim out here much more if there's a vessel out here, so we have to be very careful. But it's another place that we're going to expect to change. I think that's going to go also. That's going to go. And if it's a category 5, then we're going to expect those homes and those places across there. They're going to get hit big time. Big time. The churches also have services here. In April, they had a sunrise service and there's a concert here also. So it's a big place for activities for the churches to use up.
Very much, Ossie, and good morning. And good morning, Ryder, Cayman. I apologize for being late, but I was on a phone call with Prime Minister Holdings of Jamaica, who are friends and neighbors, and of course the Jamaican diaspora sprinkles through all 3 Cayman Islands, and we wanted to give him the assurances, and I'm going to repeat after I pray. So please pray. Father God, we come to you here again this morning. You are God to listen, who will not weary of our petitions. Lord, as you been over the balconies of heaven this morning, we just want to pause to thank you. Your word says to be still and know that God is God, and we have tested you, we've proved to do it, to see how we are today and what would be in the next few days. It also showed like where was inundated with waters from the recent floods, so it would be better for us to go out and really be project oriented when it goes over. I am confident, OC, that we in this country, Governor and I, under the leading of Almighty God, and because wisdom comes from Him, that we have prepared this country as best as it has ever been. We have learned from Ivan, we've learned from even as far back 1980 in Hurricane Allen. And even as I was driving here this morning, I was so elated to see that even at this hour, there were 3 or 4 men just across from us putting up shutters. And that is the one message I want to reiterate this morning. There may be still a few single parents, especially some elderly or special needs. If you officials and public officers who's going to be on the front line, risking their lives come what may, even if it's just a rain event, which I don't think is going to be. Cook before, like just to go off some hot food, get some cup of soups, get something, so that before they place an order go for 6 o'clock this evening, hold them up the fire trucks, and you should be out there longer. Give them something to let them know that you appreciate them. And Radio Cayman never goes home. I remember when you guys were here when you were being pounded to death. If you're in the vicinity and you're not risking your life or the emergency do, get something to let them know. Don't come out during a storm, but once the storm is finished, I expect to see Radio Cayman and all of governors, civil servants, and our people as politicians. Give them a fruit basket, give them a good coconut dinner, give them just a card to appreciate. This island was built on love, and it's still 2 Corinthians 13 says that love covers a multitude of things. As a nation, we have strayed far, 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 cultural and otherwise. This is our chance and our opportunity to stand up and be exemplary and let the world know that we still serve a God. We're not ashamed of Him. By now you must know I'm not ashamed of Him, because He still owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. He is the infinite supplier, and when we can't get the governor, which is for me never, we can call on God. Our prayers have that innate capacity to go in every crevice and every corner, and where angels dare not tread, let our prayers go out beyond the walls of the Cayman Islands. For this particular time, Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica.
Yes, we're going to take a commercial break, Governor, and Premier. When we return, Governor, we want to talk a little bit more, about your role as the King's representative, and from the UK's perspective. We know on Monday you spoke about it and all of the preparedness that has been taking place, the assets that they have in the Caribbean as well, and we'd like to hear some more from you about that as well, folks. Don't change that dial. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly. Here come another cars.
Here, for me, is a pick up the beaches. Love it to the max. Again, we're void of any tourists on the beach. Okay, the beach has 3 sides to it. We're going to do them one at a time. I've attempted a few times to go out there, and to me, we're only seeing about 1/10 of that rock. It's like an iceberg, and before that rock is another rock where we can see a lot of fishes. Smith Cove, and that's the other side. We're going to go over there now. Again, we're expecting 12 feet surge, so all of this is going to change. The sun is going to go further in, all kind of mess is going to happen. My goodness, it's going to be crazy. I've seen it before. Okay, can I have your names, please? Lady first.
I'm Lizon.
And?
I'm Tommy.
Okay, what brought you here?
My sister works here as a vet nurse. I
Oh.
came to visit my sister.
That's a bad time for you to come.
We didn't know it until the plane landed.
Okay, but you're going to be around for what, a week, 2 weeks?
Well, the first flight back out after the hurricanes probably
Okay.
will be on that flight.
And you guys are from Canada.
Yeah.
Want to wish you a safe stay, and want to trust that you're going to enjoy. It might just last about 2 or 3 days. Some after this, the storm, we're going to have rain 2 or 3 days, and then you can enjoy yourself.
Thank you
Okay?
very much.
Stay safe.
You too.
Good. Here is another side of the pool, right here. Again, that famous rock out there. Sometimes I see a lot of fish. Schools. We just have a good time out there. We're at the Georgetown dock. Normally on a day like this, you'd see 2, 3, 4, 5 ships with tourists coming in. But look at it. And of course, this is a dock where cargo, they normally come in right here, and they're cleared in the night just to make sure that there's not a mixture with the tourists and cargo. So it's all clear. We're going to go closer. That's called Oxtie Bay across there. We're going to go closer and tell you what happened there. What will happen there. So we are at Oxtie Bay, another place to swim in. You can see the steps right here. The tourists can swim there now. When I just came to the islands, I would go fishing right across there. But this is two pairs, three pairs, one pair here. I just saw the one a while ago, and this one, and the other one I'll show it to you. But what's going to happen is you're going to have 12, 13 feet of surge, so right here is going to be blocked off, fully blocked off. Because the water is going to come over, maybe hurting those buildings. Very destructive. So maybe the next 10 hours or so, early tomorrow morning, it's going to be blocked off. And the sea is going to be roaring like a lion. But Jamaica is a lion, and Jamaica will devour Beryl for sure. Sure. So this is another pier. Tourists come off there, and they get clearance here and then go on the mainland. But of course, no activity. None at all. Zero activity. Okay, it's a good shot from here. Tourists normally swim here now. When we came first time, there was no swimming there. And then the fishermen would be over there. They took up everything. And they're gone. You fights and run away. We'll live to fight another day. This building, very famous. It has been able to withstand just about every storm that came our way for years and years and years and years. And no doubt it will stay intact. Again, there's a cemetery on the beach right here. We won't go there, but there's a cemetery right here. Famous for eating is this restaurant. It was established in 1988. And they are being refurbished. It should be ready by the end of the year for sure, maybe earlier than the end of the year. So we're looking forward to going back there and eating a good meal at Wendy's. Very inexpensive restaurant, in my opinion. Well, this is the most famous of our beaches. It's called 7 Miles Beach. But we're going to expect a very tragic situation right here. The water going to be all over here for maybe weeks. Water's going to be here, won't be able to park, nothing, swim, nothing at all for weeks. At least we hope not. We're hoping not. There's a park right here. People would sell from those buildings right there if there's a big event. Soccer stuff, and of course you can eat inside here, chill out. All new. These are newly built stuff by Dart. I'm sure that these chairs will have to be secured some more. These buildings have been able to stand up to the storms over the years, so we're expecting them to stand up. But it's going to be massive damage. Incredibly quiet is the beach. Look at that. Our most famous beach, the 7 Miles Beach. It's still a great day to swim, but I can tell you, I've gone into some of those buildings over there, at least the old ones, during Gilbert. And when you have 10 feet or 12 feet of water coming at those buildings, but the water is going to move anything. I have those videos, so we pray for them that things are going to be okay. So that is our project. Bring it to you to see before the storm, and we're going to pick it up after the storm. So we're praying for the Cayman Islands, pray for Jamaica, pray for the Les Antilles, Grenada, Barbados, and all those islands, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all those islands. Haiti seem to have gotten hit. Just pray for us that things will turn out okay. And we're going to, in fact, today is Wednesday, so we're expecting it maybe Thursday evening or Friday morning we're going to be hit. So keep us in your prayer everywhere across the globe.